morning and welcome back to Center Stage here at PrimeTime in Orlando. I am very excited to be joined by our friends at partners at Synchrony Financial. We have Axel Malave, Sheila van Buskirk, and Maura Cullum. Thank you three for joining me here today.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, we're very excited. So now I just wanted to start off, the show floor opened up about an hour ago. There's a lot of traffic, and there is a lot of traffic over at Synchrony Financial. So Alex, what is driving all that buzz and excitement at your booth?
Well, the excitement is all around the online consumer application. We just added an additional feature there that is a pre-qual. So nothing that the members need to do. If they already have online consumer application on their site, the pre-qual button will be there. Now, typically with the apply now button, there's a hard hit, but when you have pre-qual, it's a soft hit. So now if a consumer is concerned about actually applying, this gives them the perfect opportunity to apply with just a soft hit. So that's one, which is great. In addition to that, as far as excitements, POP, everybody's looking for POP, wants additional POP.
Yeah.
We have the capability now that they can actually order their POP, and we have QR codes embedded in our POP. So the customers can come in, they can apply on their phone, and scan the QR code, and we'll have the pre-qual functionalities right on there as well.
Oh,
and then
that's
the last thing, which I thought was fantastic, is they've been attending a lot of these learning academies. One of the things that came out of the learning academies was the wonderful Waterfall, right? Business Center Waterfall is available to our members now. It's just a matter of once they sign up with either Genesis or Fortiva, they can automatically will transition down to from in the Business Center, apply here. Then they get Waterfall right after that. Nothing they have to do on their end.
Oh my goodness.
Very easy for our consumers and for our members.
We love that. We love easy. Easy is the name of the game. So we love that you are making it easy for retailers to do business with you and then for consumers to do business with them. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Now, Sheila, speaking of consumers, looking at this pandemic, it really has changed the way that consumers shop for products, both how they start their journeys, how they end their journeys, and also how they pay for the products that they buy. So what has Synchrony Financial done to kind of, take that consumer sentiment and translate it into new products and solutions that can help consumers?
Yeah, the one thing I really love about our company is we really do listen to our consumers. And during the pandemic, we heard a lot of people that couldn't go into stores. So that online presence was really important. So we gave our partners tools to increase their online traffic. So when people were researching where to buy things, it was easy for them to do that. And then when they did go in store, matching that experience, so helping them transition from online to in-store when they actually made the purchase was really important.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Now, I know that you also have a great program, the Synchrony Home program. So let's talk a little bit about that and how it's working.
So what I love about the Synchrony program is that our members have the opportunity to have customers come in and shop at their locations. They may not necessarily have originated within their locations, but when they go on My Synchrony Home, they get the opportunity to take a look at what members actually, or what retailers are accepting the home network card. And they can come in and actually transact in their locations, because you start getting the influx of the cross shop from the home network perspective. And we're constantly communicating with our members or with our consumers about the home network and the value there is. As a matter of fact, we also reach out to our consumers and let them know of their open to buy, so they can come back to the locations and be able to utilize those credit lines that our risk team has be able to put together.
Yeah, so can you tell us a little bit more about that, Maura?
Sure. So earlier this year, we introduced higher credit lines for every customer that applies across every score band for credit. So it's really exciting. The average credit line is significantly higher, and we're enabling these customers to come into your stores and shop and spend more, which is really exciting.
That is fantastic. Because I know, we've talked about inflation, we've talked about recession possibilities, we've talked about how people are really using their disposable income more for the essentials and the necessities, but the things that they still need to buy, the durable goods, are still, they might not be a super necessity, but it's still important. It's still something that they do need in their lives. So being able to find different ways to finance those products and feel confident that you're able to afford them is super important.
Yeah, we also saw that consumers spend more when they have a financing option available to them. So where they might have just been thinking about a couch, now they can get the couch and the table because they have the financing in place.
That's wonderful. All right, so you all are already doing so much. Is there anything else that we can talk about that you're doing to support the retailers and the independent channel at large?
Yeah, so as far as we're working on, and this is a pilot that we have currently from a direct-to-device functionality that we have currently now for our members, where they can go in, the customer, they come into the store, we get their emails, we can send them a way for them to apply on their phone.
Oh, wonderful.
One of the things that we're looking at doing, and we'll have that in the back half of the year, is include Waterfall into the direct-to-device functionality. So that's one thing we're looking at. We're also working on, from a site integration perspective, from a DBuy, we have a Unify, which essentially is a platform that allows the consumer choice on promotions. So that's also part of what we're working on for our independent retailers as they're looking to enhance to be able to get more customers. As they're shopping online, they get an opportunity to transact as well.
Yeah, and you mentioned contactless applications, and I know that is something that is, I mean, especially in the era of data privacy, especially, that is something that consumers, I think, feel very confident about, being able to use their own device to input their own information, not having to have paper applications. You don't know who's going to see it, not using someone else's device. You don't know how they're going to capture it. So it really is wonderful that you're able to offer that technology.
Yeah, and then one other aspect, there's always a way, when you start thinking about our associates, right? The challenge has always been is we need our associates, we want to keep them engaged, right? And one of the ways that we're also engaging is we have an Ignite platform, right? That is a way to incent associates engaging with our program.
Oh.
So essentially, there's challenges across the month. So every month, there's at least 3 to 4 challenges that we have available to them. So every challenge, they get points. Points converts into either they can shop in the Ignite store or they get gift cards as well.
Oh, wonderful.
So then what happens is right now, starting in July, we have this app incentive. For every 5 that you process, you get 2,500 points, which is $25 that they can take advantage of. So that's July and August. So that's really another way to incent our associates. And the more they use that program, we're seeing incremental sales of about 10%.
That's fantastic. So how do retailers find out more about that program and how to enroll their associates into it?
So they're already getting some emails that's coming directly to them that says it's through the Ignite program.
Okay.
It's just a matter that they register.
Mm-hmm.
And once they register, they can also have the functionality to be able to refer associates.
Oh, wonderful.
And that way, they can also take advantage of the Ignite.
That's
Ignite
fantastic. All right, so I can't believe that we are already in August of 2022.
My goodness.
The year is just flying by. So as we look at the back half of the year, as we look at 2023, what's on the horizon? You know, what are you expecting? What can retailers expect?
Yeah, we are already seeing an uptick in overall financing take place. Now, these customers didn't have, I mean, they had all this cash available to them. And so they weren't using as much financing as they could, but now we're seeing the customer really needing financing. And we've seen an uptick in overall financing taking place in the past couple of months, and we expect that trend to continue in the back half. We're gonna have some wonderful promotions for our members to really leverage from consumer rebates and other promos, discounted rates on rates, which will help them to be able to drive additional traffic that they can promote.
Wonderful. All right, great. Well, you know, we are here in Orlando, and we are looking ahead, though. So our next show, Dallas, March of 2023. Hard to believe.
Yeah.
Short 7 months away. So I know that you've loved talking with all of the members who have been here, who have been coming to the booth, who are going to be coming over the next 2 days. But for those who weren't able to make it here to us in Orlando, you have any advice as they start making their 2023 plans?
Make sure you attend, because there's not only promo specials, but we're going to be able to talk to you firsthand all the different digital new capabilities that we have, right? And we can talk more about Unify and digital buy capabilities and everything else that's down the line. And by that time, we'll have Waterfall, direct-to-device Waterfall, and want to make sure we get people signed up. They lose out if they don't come to the show.
Wonderful.
And they get to meet us, right? So
of course,
that's
of course.
added bonus.
Everybody loves to meet you. Axel, Sheila, Maura, thank you so much for joining me on CenterStage. And thank you for joining me here on CenterStage. Please come back soon. We'll see you soon.